check. Hey. Okay. I just want to make sure my audio is good. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome back to Potato Place Gaming. My name is John, and tonight's show is called Retroactive, where we play all the old school cool games from the Atari 2600 era all the way up to the PS2 era. I know I've been kind of hovering around one area, so lately. I have come like this close to playing like Berserk for the Atari, but it's kind of one of those games that it's a better game for audience interaction because I can kind of mindlessly play that game and talk to people. Whereas, if I'm playing something that requires a little bit more brain power, it's a little bit more difficult to do that. But anyway, as the title says, and I forgot to put it on the Twitch little like tag thing, usually the notification that comes up for Twitch. I forgot to do it, but it's in the description for the YouTube part. I need to grind. For those who didn't catch on last episode, I'm very underleveled. The more because the thing was I had been brute forcing it, and this is the problem with me and a lot of like RPGs. Though Pokemon is by far probably the easiest one to brute force. Anybody who's ever played Gen 1 growing up, or even not currently, if you're playing the original Gen 1, hi. Alright, fine. You've yelled enough. Where'd you go? Go back. Come on. Come on. Come on. Or are you just gonna yell at me and then not? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There. You yell at me, and then the time I tell you yes, you're like, I don't know if I want to come up there. Yeah, so here's sausage. Here's sausage. Oh, God. Sliding off. Okay, anyway. That's one of my cats. My other cat, who actually would... The only reason why I don't have her on my lap very often is because she's a attention whore of a cat. So otherwise I'd let her up here all the time. And yeah, she has to have attention, which is fine. I enjoy it. She's a good cat. But there's sometimes I just want to play the game. I just want to play the game. So she'll just keep putting me until I give her pets. So that's why I usually just don't let her up here, because I'm like, alright, if I enable you, you're just gonna do this all the fucking time. Isn't that right? Yeah. Because you won't sit. If you just sit and cuddle, you'll be fine. My other cat, Ribsy, will do that. If I'm on the couch, he'll sit there and he'll just lay in my lap. He is a perfect, like, little lap cat. I say little, he's a big cat, but... She can be, but she's very much of, like, I have to have attention. I have to have all the attention. I deserve all the attention. Why are you not giving me pets right now? Isn't that right? Yeah, okay. Okay, come on. You gotta go. Go. Okay. What? Oh my God. Yes, I know. Oh, I know. Here you go. Okay. Anyway. She is very lovey-dovey, and she is a very sweet cat and loves everyone, but she also likes to puke on everything and pee on stuff. Isn't that right? Anyway. Friendly reminder to bother your cat. Anyway, what was I? Oh, yeah, so I need to play this game. I need to actually grind. So, because I went into the ice cavern and realized I am severely underleveled. I couldn't brute force it like I could with the fire cave, and it's just, I need to grind. So, I'm just trying to see. Okay, I got plenty of heals. So we're just going to grind. We're not going to go to the ice cave. We're just going to kick some ass. I think I'm just going to go to the fire cave, because I think the fire cave is, probably the best bet. Maybe? I don't know. Well, it is closer to place to heal. Maybe. I don't know. Cause there's the other town. Cause I can actually go all the way there. So I'm looking at the map and I can actually make it all the way there. That's fine. We're just gonna, like I said, we're just gonna fight every single one. I need that sweet, sweet XP. This is one of those things I was like, I should have done this. I was better about it, but also, with Chrono Trigger, it's a lot better paced, in my opinion. Yeah, we'll do. You know, why not? Ah, great. Of course I'm poisoned. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Mute that. Also on the, yeah, because might as well just talk about stuff, because this is just going to be a very boring playthrough today. Oh god, they're poisoned too. Okay. And we just had to buy a bunch of, like, things for poison. But, I had, me and the rest of the Potato Place Gaming stuff, we've been really into card collecting recently, if you don't know already. Which I imagine you probably do if you've ever watched any of this stuff on our show, on our channels, or on our channel. I shouldn't say channels, because it's technically the same channels, it's on different platforms. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, god damn it. Ah, shit, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, well, it was just a 10. That's fine. Me, I'm just not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay, one of the things I decided, and this is mainly because, I was watching, some videos with, Harrison and Nikki and Rob, and that is, okay, yeah, I go up, and then, yeah, I can go that way. Even this, you know, we've been card collecting, like Pokemon, Magic, me more so Magic the Gathering, but, oh, well, that thing's gonna, alright. Sure, I did start trying to play this game on, my PS Vita, but, which I want to try to see if there is some quality of life improvements in this game, or in the other Final Fantasy games that they hopefully have put into this one. But anyway, so I'm also kind of curious. Anyway, so, and we've gotten some other, you know, just other stuff. Dragon Ball Z is one of the big ones we've been getting into, though we're kind of, Dragon Ball is kind of one of those ones. So, like, Pokemon, if you don't know already, Pokemon's just gone through the roof as far as, like, just, trying to find cards and packs and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know, it's just insane. And unfortunately, Dragon Ball, more specifically, Dragon Ball Z Fusion Worlds, it started to climb up and people are starting to use it for collecting and like driving the prices of stuff way the hell up. Which sucks because it's one of those things like, yes, we want to play because the card game itself is actually really fun, and so we actually want to play it, but and we want it to be successful so that, you know, more places start carrying the cards. But also forgot to say thank you, Hawkman, for lurking. He didn't use his first though. Oh, damn it, Hawkman. The one job you have, Hawkman. Anyway. Yeah, the main problem is that it's starting to get into the scalper stuff as well with that. And people are starting, you know, to invest in those cards as well. And it sucks because then that means the same thing that's going to happen that has happened with Pokemon, which is good and bad. It's good that it's popular, but it's bad that it's just like, okay, anybody who wants to play the TCG game is screwed, which is, I think a lot of people, I think, are maybe just be going to the digital one to be able to do it. I know I have, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Mainly because it's actually a lot easier to get a hold of cards. In the Master Duel game. Though, surprisingly, I'm not gonna jinx it, never mind. But anyway, but yeah, so we've been going on playing Dragon Ball stuff, or Dragon Ball 2, and it's like, great, well now, in order to get the card I want, you know, it was a card that would be like, you know, $1 is now like $20 or something like that. It's insane. Like, I looked at one of my cards I have, I mean, it's a rare card, but it's not like the super uber rare one. It doubled in price. It was like a $20 card, and now it's $40. It's like, okay. And it sucks, because it's like, okay, well, great. Now, you know, I don't know. But part of the reason why we're also been collecting cards is we also like a lot of the artwork and stuff, too. Because there's a lot of real good, fun cards, that, especially Dragon Ball stuff, has really good artwork. But I don't know why I did that. Okay. But anyway, to the story that I was getting at, because I have a tendency to ramble a lot. I have decided my all-time favorite Pokemon, yeah, that's why I was like, why did I do that, is Vulpix. Now granted, I mean, people are like, well, you have Bulbasaur. So, well, Bulbasaur is my favorite starter of all time. So, it's the one I started with in Gen 1 when it first came out, and yeah, that's what I've stuck with. Every time I play Gen 1, I pick Bulbasaur. But we're just gonna do magic. We're just gonna roast these assholes. But I'm gonna start collecting every version of Vulpix in the Pokemon TCG. I picked Vulpix, 1, because it's my all-time favorite Pokemon, and 2, Vulpix, since it's, you know, lower on the evolution chain of, you know, because you got Vulpix and Ninetales, Vulpix is generally a cheaper card to get because they, you know, printed more of them. So, because you have to have that, you know, because kind of one of the things where obviously in the TCG itself, obviously you have to have the Vulpix card in order to get Ninetales onto the field. and so on and so forth. So, so it's twofold. And I already have a good chunk of Vulpix cards anyway because I've collected them over the years. Because it was my favorite Pokemon. So, you know, it's not like, you know, trying to collect every version of Mew or something like that, which I would love to be able to do that. But that, getting all the Mews is, that gets pretty pricey real fast. So, and I have a Mew card that's worth some money. I don't remember how much it's actually worth. It's probably, I don't know, I don't have a huge amount of like extremely rare cards either, so by God, I wish I had like a holographic Charizard. That would be freaking awesome, but I don't have one. All the Grimps are dead. But yeah, I think so far I've gotten in the binder because I ordered a binder and now I kind of so I wanted to get a binder specifically for the Vulpix ones, and I picked up an orange one, and I wanted one that was a side loader with a zipper, and I didn't want to get the 3-ring binder one kind of thing, so that's why I ended up getting was one of those. Yeah, we'll just keep hounding them with that, hounding the hounds. For as much as it costs, now granted it wasn't stupidly expensive for the binder. It definitely felt cheaper than like one of the other binders I've gotten that are definitely like cheaper. Like it doesn't feel as good quality, but I was like, oh well. It'll work for what I need it for. But but I got an orange binder. And it looks like a dragon on the front of it, but I was like, it looks close enough to a fox. Close enough. It designed as, you know, undetailed enough, I guess, bland. I don't know what the right word is for it. But But yeah, so that's gonna be my goal, and we got some card shows that we got coming up this weekend that we're gonna go to. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's my challenge, cause I kind of been hesitant to go after Pokemon stuff, just because it's just, I don't know, I feel kind of kind of overwhelmed, like it's just, I don't know, it seems like I don't know, it seems like the scalpers have just kind of taken the fun out of it. The people who hunt for it, because it kind of makes me go like, okay, well, I remember like not that long ago, I mean, like, you know, I'm thinking like, you know, like maybe like 5 years ago, I could literally just walk into Walmart and I'm like, well, and just buy a pack, you know, a booster pack or two. And now I go into Walmart and it's like, you know, once or twice a month they restock on Pokemon, and there's people that are literally waiting there to go buy Pokemon cards, and it's like, I was like, God dang it. And the sad part is there are a lot of people who will like buy packs of Pokemon cards, keep any that are worth any, you know, decent amount of value, and then literally throw the rest away. And it's like, okay, this card might not be worth like, you know, $50 or whatever it is, but what if the, you know, what if there's a person that's wanting to build like a Pokemon deck? You know, it's some kid, you know, that's wanting to play the game. Oh wow, she took that out. All right. Man, granted, these aren't terribly difficult enemies. Maybe I should just go to the fire cave instead. Yeah, because that only gave me like 18 XP. Okay, the thing is, I gotta sail around to the other place, and yeah, so let me get on the boat. Let's go. You know, it's one of those things, like, it's like, okay, well, you've just basically just screwed over a bunch of kids because, well, I gotta have that shiny, you know, fancy holographic card because, you know, that's worth like $200, and, you know, I'm just gonna throw all these other cards away, and it's like, right, you know, because that was the thing. It was like, even the cards that weren't like worth a huge amount of money, I still held on to them. I've got a shit ton of duplicates. And actually, back when I was a kid, I used to buy the starter decks because I wanted the cards, and they had cool cards in the starter decks. It's, you know, people look at it like, why would you buy the starter decks? Because they have cool cards in them. They have a lot of cards in them. And on top of that, especially if you're wanting to trade cards with your friends and stuff like that, or, you know, if you're building a deck anyway, it's nice to have multiple copies of a card. And I don't know, it's just, actually I did that recently. It's kind of one of those things I was like, oh, I'm glad I did it. There was I think this probably have higher level monsters, so I can actually get a little bit more XP. At least maybe in this area. Oh yeah, here we go. This is better. I was like, wow, they really did not like Zell. Alright. Ooh, okay. Well, we need to get rid of those freaking trolls fast. Oh wow, that one did a lot of damage. We're going to just do this. And then we're going to do heal. Yeah, I was gonna say that should get rid of them. But I bought a starter deck, and granted it was an older starter deck, which that's also kind of interesting to find, is like, at least our Walmarts where I'm at, I didn't see it have older stuff. I picked up actually a couple older starter decks for Magic the Gathering, and they came out in actually, did I pick up one or did I pick up two? I don't know, it was on clearance, and they came out in like 2020 or something like that. I was like, wow, these been sitting on the shelf somewhere in a warehouse for you know, 5 years. I picked them up last year. It was like for 5 years, and it's like, and I was like, oh, okay. And they were cheap because they need to get rid of them. It's this old stock that, you know, some warehouse had floating around. And like, here you go, you know, the Walmart warehouse thing. I was like, oh, hey, we need to get rid of these, so let's ship it off to this store. I just want to get rid of that thing because it does poison damage. Well, he wastes the spell slot. It's fine. These old fish things aren't too big of a deal. But that's been one nice thing about it, and they've been getting a lot of other stuff that I've been grabbing. There's still one more starter deck, Yu-Gi-Oh! Starter deck that I want to grab. Well, that one's right. Okay. Not for long. But, I need to describe it. But there was that Pokemon starter deck was a Ninetales based one. And I had debated on getting it, and mainly because I didn't know how much it was, because they have a freaking label. There's one, like I said, it's one of the ones that they have, like, they'll have stuff out there that's not new stock. I mean, it's new stock, but it's just new old stock that they just need to get rid of. I'm gonna buy some. I did play the PSP version of this game, which is on my Vita. And this is a lot easier. They fixed a lot. I'm assuming they fixed a lot of stuff in this game. Make it a lot more palatable. But anyway, but I picked it up and I was like, and I went there I went there actually yesterday and it was gone. Or was it? Did I pick it up? Or did I pick it up yesterday? I don't know. No, I think it was yesterday, and they were all gone. Except for the Zapdos ones. The Zapdos ones, I think, are still there. At least I think it's Zapdos. Was it Zapdos? Or was it... It was an electric type Pokemon. I want to say it was Zapdos. I could be wrong on that. Well, all the Ninetales one, they had like 2 or 3 of them. I grabbed one, mainly because I was looking at prices everywhere else. And they were going for like 30, 40 bucks. I was like, oh god. I found it on a listing on the Pokemon Center website for like 20 bucks. And I went, and I was like, okay, I took it up to register. I was like, I just want to see how much this is. And he said, 15 bucks. I was like, alright, nope, I'm grabbing it. I was like, for $15, that's a good price for a starter deck. I'm not paying like $30, $40 for a starter deck. $20 max for a starter deck. And it's one of the reasons why I cringe about like freaking commander decks for Magic the Gathering. I hate that and a lot of it kind of comes down to demand as well. Like, of course, the Final Fantasy ones go for a lot because, they're Final Fantasy. Which I picked up 3 of the 4. I don't have I didn't buy Final Fantasy 7. I bought all the rest. Because the thing is like, I have at least kind of a connection to the rest, and I don't know. 7, there's nothing wrong with the game. I just don't have the connection that a lot of people do to that game. Same reason why, I have 9 was my favorite. So if they came out with a Final Fantasy 9, themed commander deck, I would have gotten it. Oh yeah, this is a lot better. But I picked up Final Fantasy VI, which I've played through a little bit of chunk of that game, and I actually really enjoy it. And it's actually really do kind of like the story of that one. So I got Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy XIV, because I actually do like the story of Final Fantasy XIV. I've sunk many, many hours into 14. Which, at some point, I need to get back to playing that game again. Mainly because I just need to finish Endwalker. And maybe start Dawn Trails. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Dawn Trails. But yeah, status. I was just gonna look at. Yeah, it'll still. What ideally, I'd like to get to level 15 before I do the ice cave. All right, yeah, let's just whoop this guy's ass. But personally, I think they should have done. Right, yeah. So I got Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 10, and Final Fantasy 14. 10 because obviously that one's also one of the first Final Fantasy games I played. So I played basically, if you count the demo for Final Fantasy 8, it'd be Final Fantasy 8, then Final Fantasy 9, then Final Fantasy 8, the full game, and then Final Fantasy 10. And Final Fantasy 9 is how I found out that none of the games are technically connected. So, hey, what? What now? Huh? Okay. Anyway, because I had thought that, you know, Final Fantasy 9 and, you know, 8 and 9, even think, you know, it was before I knew really anything about Final Fantasy, that they're all, you know, unless it says like Final Fantasy 10-2 or 13-2 or something like that, they're not connected. Though I guess you could kind of say 14 has a little bit of like, but that's 14 is kind of I don't know really anything about 11. Oh god, that's a lot of them. All right, Vivi, you need to just burn these assholes. Oh god, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the scorpions first, not the band. Magic, we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna heal. Oh, god damn it. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Oh, I didn't kill that one. That sucks. But that made it more... There we go. Oh. Drink. I'm not worried about my other guy as much. Yeah, I just want to get rid of that thing as fast as I can. There we go. There we go. Why? Why did it put her first? Ah, I don't know. This one. Poe. Oh, I just like character limitation of the game. Oh, how are we doing on health? Not too bad. We'll just be on the safe side. I've got the money to spare. Ooh, excuse me. But, what was I talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, Final Fantasy. Yeah, so... And then, of course, I have... I don't know if you can see it. You can't really... You can't see it. It's outside the It's outside of the view of the camera, but I have the Final Fantasy 9 like Alexandria fight. Oh hey, Eat Man. Oh yeah, yeah, pre-rolls, yeah. What was it good? Oh yeah, I need to do this. Are gonna be at the Como Retro Convention coming up. Because we're gonna be there. Sweet, awesome. Well, be sure to stop by and say hi if you're not doing any of the tournament stuff. So. I'm just grinding for a moment because I'm trying to get at least a decent level for the next dungeon. Okay. Attack. Oh, nice. That's good. Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. It's always good to hear when you're actually having success. I've seen many of people who just get, like, they try to do this stuff, they get burnt out, and it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of, you know, hoping that people will actually watch you, so. I mean, we've been, more so me, I've been doing this for a long time. Never made it big, but trying. So. But again, I am glad that you're actually doing good. I have another friend who's been trying to do streaming stuff. I see him every so often. I haven't seen him pop up recently, though it might be just because I'm not catching him when he goes live. He occasionally does stuff. He does it a little bit more casually than we do. Yes, that is one thing if we ever make it big. We are hiring editors. It used to be back in the day, I would literally make a thumbnail for all the YouTube stuff. All of the episodes, everything that we've streamed and made videos on, I would make thumbnails for. I have gotten very, very lax on that. I haven't done it in a long time. But I used to be very religious about it, and I haven't done it in a long time. I took pretty good pride in it too. I'm not saying that I didn't like doing it. I do like doing it. It gives me a reason to pay for, or excuse to have the Adobe subscription that I have for Photoshop and stuff, and for video editing and stuff like that. But it's just I have a full-time job. And I do other stuff. Actually, I technically have 3 jobs. So, I mean, I have my regular full-time job, I have my part-time job over at doing video production, and I've got Twitch, because we actually have a tax thing. We actually get paid by Twitch. So, not much! Not a lot, not more than you, a lot less than you think. People will probably think, oh, you can make money on Twitch, you make hundreds of dollars. No. But, hey, Doobie. Oh, I'm actually kind of curious about that. I haven't heard of that. Doobie? Oh, okay. Cool. The energy drink. Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you got sponsored by him. That's good. That helps take a bit of, like, especially if you're wanting to do booths and stuff like that, then that will help you get money to pay for booths and stuff. So yeah, I nice. Well, there you go. Free plug for Yeet Man and his sponsorship right there. Get all crash-free, jitter-free energy drink. Use code YEETMAN at checkout. Oh, yeah, it won't let you put the link. Sorry about that. There's a reason for that. Used to get spam from bots trying to sell subscribers. Oh, it did? Okay. Oh, well, maybe it's because, hold on. Let me see something. Is it because... No, it's showing up as asterisks on me on both the Twitch Stream Manager and OBS. It might be showing up on your screen, but I think... Let me check one more place right quick. Yeah, no. It put asterisks up. But if you just Google DUBBY, there you go. It's easy. It's like first result on Google, so it's not hard to find. But yeah, that was the thing. We haven't gotten spam bots in a while. Okay, well that works. The stream. Actually, is that the right? That's the right one, isn't it? I can't remember if that got. Hold on. Nope, that one. Okay. That might be. I didn't trigger that. That must have been Robbie triggered. Maybe, I don't know. Somebody triggered it. That's the wrong Extra Life thing that popped up. Oopsies. Well, the donation link to Extra Life is correct down below, but the one that got put in the chat was wrong. Anyway. Meanwhile, it's still good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, especially if you're having pretty good success, you're gonna get hit with a lot of those bots, which sucks. Because it's like, oh, hey, I got a chatter. Oh, it's a bot. I got somebody that wants to talk to me. That's good. We've just been moderating ourselves. Usually, if like Rob's not busy or something like that, usually it's Rob. Usually it's Rob that's doing the monitoring because he's kind of half listening, half doing other projects. But I mean, I'll moderate if during like the D&D streams, because I'll have the stream thing up for if I need to like fix something on the fly, I can fix it. But that is good. That's good. You have a moderator. That's always nice because it takes the pressure off of you to have to like deal with that stuff. We have an auto mod as well, so that's what that link why the link turned to asterisks. At least on our end it did, because I can't see what the link is. But for some reason, the Extra Life one works. I say that it turns the links into asterisks, but the Extra Life thing popped up. But oh well. Anyway, how we doing? I'm not even paying attention to health. Oh hey, he's actually got over 200 for once. Jesus, Vivi hasn't leveled up. He's got to be close. No, not really. Okay. Well, maybe he did level. I guess he was level 12. Actually, what are we doing? How are we doing on health? Yeah, it's good enough. We can keep going. But yeah, no. That is the one thing that, like I said, there is. If we ever get enough money to pay for like editors and stuff like that, or somebody to edit and monitor stuff, so we don't have to do it, it'd be nice. But we'll get there eventually, probably, hopefully. We do have one place that actually we have a couple things we're going to be. One thing we're definitely going to be at, that we'll have a table at. Actually, technically 2 tables, but there is an event that we have coming up there not us that's coming up, but event that is coming up in August that we're trying to get a booth at. But nice. Yeah, no, having an editor on payroll to do all your editing. Coming from a person who has done all the editing back in the day when it was just a Let's Play channel for YouTube, and I did all the editing, I literally would just sit there on a Sunday and just edit everything. Having an editor is so nice, especially if you're streaming on just specifically Twitch. And you need somebody to make like shorts or like cut down version, or just make, trim and cut down like plays of stuff for YouTube. Oh, it's so nice. It would be so nice to have. And there's plenty of people who will do it, and there's plenty of good people out there that will do it. Granted, usually probably what you want. I mean. Well, that's good. Yeah, we switched to the streaming to get better interaction as well. So, but it was one of those things like it started as a way to the way to play video games, and just kind of as a channel that essentially just to get. It's a channel for the people to not have to worry about what's going on in the outside world, and sit down and enjoy and relax. And I mean, it's a better way to do it if we're actually streaming, to interact with those types, to interact with people, so we can, hey, we can talk about all the fun stuff and dumb stuff we want to, and, ignore all the horrors and terrible things in the outside world. So. But, yeah. Oh, I should probably drink it. That's magic, not drinking. Hackman's back. Hackman, you didn't use your, or unless it didn't pop up in the chat, you didn't use your first. Dang it, Hackman. You have one job. You did? Okay. Well, it didn't pop up on the OBS Twitch feed. The only one I see on there that you put on there was the lurk one. So, all right. Well, all right. You got a pass now for Hawkman. Yeah, it must not. Yeah, it probably did on the Twitch side, but yeah, it didn't pop up on the. It might be because also the restream chat thing probably didn't connect to Twitch fast enough. Oh god, Zell's horrible shape right now. Okay, let's get Zell healed up. Actually, now we'll just do Cure 2. Twice once? Really? Well, now I'm curious. Hold on. Maybe there's broken stuff with Twitch right now. I don't know. No, it's not showing up on there. I'm looking at the stream manager right now, Hawkman. It's not showing them. I don't know, Hawkman. I don't know. I don't control the Twitch. Because like I said, it would... Hold on. Let me... Oh, it put it over there. Okay. Well, that's dumb. Okay, well... I see what it did. That's dumb. So... Okay. So, let's see if I... Hold on. Now I gotta look at the... Now I gotta look at the, I gotta get into my personal Twitch thing so I can actually see it without it being filtered. Oh, it doesn't show it on there because it doesn't go far enough back. Well, shit. Okay. Yeah, so I see it, and they put it on... Why is it on... Why did it not put it on the thing like it's supposed to? That is dumb. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, because I could see the first... And then, the hydrate, dehydrate. And the second time you did it 3 minutes ago. But it's not on the chat. Why? It shows it on the activity feed, but it doesn't show on the chat. That's dumb. That must be something that... I mean, it's on Twitch's end. That's kind of dumb that it did that. I don't know. Well, crap. I don't know. It's, yeah. Well, poop. Actually, we're going... I'm not worried about him as much, because he's not going to take as much... He's got a huger... a much bigger health pool to... But, yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up. That's dumb. Okay, that one's dead, so now I can kind of just beat up on this guy. Oh, go for it. Ooh, okay, well. I really like Zell for whatever reason. I don't know why this game likes to pick on Zell so much. Oh. This is just easier and cheaper than... I guess probably not actually cheaper. Maybe not. I don't know. It might be cheaper. At this point, the game is probably cheaper. But, yeah, I don't know why that's strange. I don't know. Twitch is doing weird things. It's also one of the reasons why we, started streaming on YouTube. Just do a simulcast. But back to like talking about booths and stuff. At the Topeka Zoo, we actually have 2 booths. So we have technically, I guess we do have 2 channels now. We have the Potato Place Gaming and then Potato Place Cosplay. So, which The cosplay stuff is basically Nikki and Harrison's baby, more so probably Nikki's baby, but and so at the Topeka Zoo, we got a booth for Potato Place cosplay, and then we have a booth for Potato Place gaming. Unfortunately, as far as I'm aware of at the moment, we're not like super close to each other, so. But which means now we gotta get a banner for. We gotta get a banner. I just think about it. I thought about it. We need to get a banner for Potato Place cosplay now, because we don't have one. But maybe at some point we will. We eventually we will. Because that side of Potato Place is fairly new as far as like channel stuff goes. Oh hey, BB finally leveled up. I mean, he had leveled up before, but yeah, I'm not gonna bother with because I got enough money. I have money. It's like doing it's like XP farming right outside the Poke Center. Just doing this. So for it costs money. That is one thing I'm glad that they did. Granted, it was a game angled towards kids. I mean, this game is too, but they made the Pokemon Center free, so you could just heal as often as you want. Though that game was made much later than, you know, this game was. So it was kind of a nice thing that they did with RPGs, where it's healing up is not. Well, I guess I don't know. I take that back. I'm thinking of saves. Because you do save and heal up when you go to end, whereas you still do that in Final Fantasy, but it's not like 200 gil. It's like 50 gil. It's like really cheap. So that is a nice thing about the later Final Fantasy games, is they very much fixed the pricing in the games. Jesus. I'm just freaking tearing through these guys. Ooh. Maybe got some good hits on that. 40 damage. Yeah, look at that. I'm like, I've got plenty of gold. Sorry, my nose is so runny. God, I hope I'm not coming down with a cold. But, anywho. Back to like card collecting and stuff. I think, I don't know. Now granted, I don't think I'm gonna get the Vulpix one done anytime soon. But oh wow, 1 damage. Yeah. Oh god, they're in the wrong order. Ah shit. I just now realized that. We'll just do magic. Screw it, because I want BB to kick some ass. I haven't decided what I want to do next. I thought about maybe just doing Ninetales, because I don't think Ninetales is as expensive, maybe? probably is. Ninetales probably an expensive card. Or can be expensive. But the only reason why I was thinking that was just to help with what am I trying to say? Complement the Vulpix one, the Vulpix collection. Alright, Zill's up to level 14. That's good. Want me... decent on health. Let me fix this right quick. I didn't realize that. But I don't know. I don't know what it wants. I probably shouldn't think that far ahead. Should probably just concentrate on the Vulpix first. I was thinking maybe Bulbasaur, because, you know, it's my favorite starter of all time. So maybe I might do Bulbasaur next. I think Bulbasaur would be easy enough. And then maybe do Ivysaur. And then if I feel up to it, maybe Venusaur. Though, the problem I have with doing Venusaur is that, especially Pace Set 1 Venusaur is not cheap. So, I'm just trying to get rid of that stupid Scorpion so he can't poison me. And there he goes. God dang it. This should clear out a lot of them, hopefully. Maybe not. Okay, got that one. There we go. I don't know. I think Bulbasaur would probably be... I almost said Bulbasaur. Combination of Vulpix and Bulbasaur. I might do Bulbasaur next. I don't know. Because I'm trying to think of, like, ones that be easy and cheap to collect. And not break the bank. You know, because obviously if you try to do, like, all the Charizards... you're gonna have a bad day. Oh, I didn't know you could do that with make it that weird sound when you do that. Anyway, I was holding the A button and it did not like that. It's like that the troll always looks like it's like having a horrible migraine. Like, oh God, I have to think. Anyway, damn. Alright, time to pile onto this bowl. Oh, okay, well. So much for that. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah. God dang nose. My nose is still trying to run. Okay. It's trying to get away. Actually, magic, we're just gonna... Bam. Wow, that one didn't die. Alright. He knows. I'm definitely going to have to double down on the vitamin C. Because I don't want to have a cold for the weekend. I also do like that they do try to do, like in the Final Fantasy games with, at least on the earlier ones. I mean, I guess they all technically do, but, they always, the battle area is always, the background is always whatever area you're in. And this is on the NES, and this is a fairly old NES game. And it's the very first, Final Fantasy, so I don't think it's, I think Final Fantasy 2 probably looks a little better, but, I don't know, I haven't really looked, I wonder what it actually looks like. Not the American release, the Japanese release, which was on the NES. I don't know if it looked any better or not, I'm actually kind of curious now, but, yeah, why not? Let's just kick some ass. Oh, wow. Alright. You rolled a crit. But yeah, see how it's got, you know, trees in the background instead of just grassland? It's actually kind of cool. Always, the touch has always been pretty cool. Because, like, I look at, like, other, like, RPG games. And, like, for instance, like, oh, it was Earthbound. I don't think has, like, the background stuff like that. Like, you just into a void. And same thing with, like, Final Fantasy, like, Legend. It's the same kind of thing. It's just a void. Now, granted, Final Fantasy Legend is probably due to the lack of power behind it, and it's the limitation of the hardware, because only you can do 4-color grayscale. Like, it always felt like it was like Final Fantasy actually took the effort in to make the battle fit in with the area that you're in and try to get the immersion in. Whereas, like, you know, you go into, like, I mean, obviously Pokemon's like that too, kind of, where it's just kind of a void, at least with the early games. The later games, not so much. But, like the very early, like, you know, Gen 1, Gen 2 is very much like that, where it's just a void. But for some reason, it doesn't look as bad. I don't know. Maybe it's just because they handle the space better, I guess. I'm not entirely sure why. It works with, like, Pokemon, but it doesn't work with, like, Final Fantasy or other RPG games that are turn-based, where you just have the void. Obviously, like, games like tactical games are a little bit different, because you have to deal with positioning and stuff like that, whereas this game you don't really have to do that. I do kind of want to I just want to play it, even though I know people like make fun of it and go like baby's first baby's first RPG. But it's also one of those things where it's like, if it's a good, fun story, who cares? And it's more of an action RPG, and that is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. And The game was designed as basically for those who just want to jump in the action and go. They don't want the big, huge story and stuff like that. You know, leading up to it. And, you know, that's the thing, is like this one doesn't have a big, huge story. It has a story to it, but it's not a super, like, in-depth one. It's a very, very bare minimum story. So, you kind of, it's more of just the adventure, not so much of a story. Whereas, pretty much subsequent, you know, Final Fantasy games are all about the story. And, I was like, yeah, I've never played it. I picked it up because at the time it was really cheap. I think it's still cheap because it's, you know, not that desirable of a Final Fantasy game. But I kind of wanted to play Mystic Quest, and then I might play it and go, yep, no, it is very much baby's first RPG. But like, and I remember watching somebody do a review of it, and they're like, yeah, it's been called that, but it's still a good game. Like, it's a good, solid game. I'm like, okay, well, that's good. I mean, as long as it doesn't feel like I'm just, you know, like, as long as it doesn't feel like it's something where it's like, or I've heard another one is like it's for a game for people who don't like RPGs. It's like, well, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like, it's got Final Fantasy in it, which usually means it's going to be a quality game, at least, hopefully. Though, technically, there's been some Final Fantasy games that aren't actually Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy Adventure, which is one of them, is actually technically a Saga game, but they call it Final Fantasy in the US because of name recognition. Okay, good. I still have... Alright, well, I just did fucking... I just went to the inn to get my health back, so... Ooh, damn. There we go, get rid of these freaking scorpions first. Wow, that didn't clear out as much as I'd hope. Ah, nice. She got the final hit. Nice. This poor snake. It's gonna die. Yeah, practically every fight pays for the end, so there's no point of Okay, how are we on? Everyone's level 14. He's about ready to level up. Oops, god dang it. Yeah, he's a ways away. He's a ways away. And she's ways away. Alright. Yeah, I think once I get everyone at least up to level 15. I think will go for the ice key. I don't know. Actually, what am I doing? I got magic. Magic. Well, Vivi might just. Oh, no. Okay, that one didn't. That one didn't either. Oh, that one's down. Vivi almost one-shotted them all. Oh, of course, the last one freaking poisoned my guy. Jesus. Maybe not above. No, he's still not above. Everyone else is above 200. Maybe he's got the worst freaking constitution, I guess. I don't know. Item. Yeah, it won't let me do it until it gets done. I was trying to like quit out of it quickly, but it won't let me. Nice thing is, I think these things are weak to ice, at least, you know. Because snakes are. I don't like the cold. I'm assuming scorpions don't either, because they're a bug. Ah, dang nose. Well, that was easy. Oh, there we go. Okay, it doesn't matter. I was like, well, maybe they're just. Oh, yeah, okay. Didn't need to do that. Alright. Oof, excuse me. I only do that because I just want to have to sit there to then wait through the thing of going ineffective. It's like, there we go. Okay. Well, chipping away at it. Almost there. Trying to see. Okay, so she can do level 5 spell slots now, which is good. Because I do need to get some level 5 spells. Which I need to go and actually, I need to pull that up. Because there is some stuff I do need to get. Spells. Because what level is exit? Or is it exit or it's level 6. I mean, I have the money, so it's not like I can't do it, but maybe Wait a minute, is exit not a... Oh. Oh, that sucks. Class change. How do you do a class change in this? Oh. When is that? Citadel Trials, also known as Castle of Ordeals. Let's look at the map. Oh, it's all the way over there. Oh, okay. Oh, heh. The guide doesn't, Huh. After I get the airship, it... Okay. The guide just kind of ends. Well, it's the Nintendo Power one, so I'm assuming it's just the one that has... Oh, hey, it actually has, maps. Oh, wow. I didn't realize it did. But this is just the instruction manual, which is the reason why it's not the full game. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I can get it when I go to the Citadel Trials, or Castle of Ordeals, in the NES version. Which... Once I get the airship, I can do it. Okay. And then I can get exit, and then I can get... Okay. Okay. Well, he has enough. I could probably get warp now. At least I should be able to, because he's got 5th level slots. So, like I said, I have plenty of. Yeah, I'll just heal because I have the money. That is also a plus side on grindies. You also get a lot of money. You get a crap ton of money too. So, but yeah, let's just do some more grinding. No, I was looking at this thing at the there's a guide thing for Final Fantasy 1, especially for the NES version, and it's like a little interactive like wiki kind of thing. It's not actually a wiki, but it tells you everything you need to know about, like, stuff you can... And it was showing, like, black wizards and white wizards and knights and stuff. I was like, okay, well, I was thinking it must have been for like, you know, if you have like a ROM hack version of the game, you can play as those classes. No, it's an actual thing in the game. I didn't even scroll far enough into the actual game manual to actually look and see that it is an actual thing. Which now I'm like, oh, well, that's awesome. Which now I kind of wish I could get that, like, before I go into that, but I can't because I have to get the airship to be able to get to the Castle of Ordeals in order to get the thing to upgrade my characters, which I'm assuming I'm probably have to. Hopefully I don't have to pay gold to do it, but it says I just have to bring the what was it, tail. Rat's tail, yeah. I think once I'll get everyone up to level 15 and then we'll go for the dungeon. We'll see how it goes. Oof, ow. Oof. God damn. Again, like I said, they, for whatever reason, I know it says, and it's true, but it just doesn't feel like it. They attack the top character more often, but it just doesn't feel like it. Oops. Oh, anyway. I guess, I don't know, I guess I should throw this, the interact with people. Say, hey, what, or what, if there was a Pokemon card that you wanted to collect, like, the whole set of, what would it be? I guess that would be the question for, the chat out there, who's all still watching. I know Hawkman's been lurking, but I don't know, I guess if you're watching on YouTube, you can, and you're watching us after the stream, you can put a comment on that. What Pokemon do you want to, for Pokemon trading cards, what Pokemon would you want to collect of? It doesn't have to be sensible. I mean, you could be like, I want to collect the most expensive ones. It's like, there you go, like, well, I guess that's more like if, you know, say you wanted to collect all the Mewtwo's, you know, Mewtwo is going to be really expensive, you know, but, you know, it's okay to fantasize about doing it, you know. Mewtwo's a cool Pokemon. Mewtwo is one of my top favorites. Like, that sounds weird to say that. He's one of my favorites. Not top favorites, but you know. But Mewtwo is one of my favorites. I would like to... Mew and Mewtwo, I like both of them, so... I'm gonna make these suckers go extinct. That was another cool thing that I liked about Undertale. I was trying to think of the name of the game. Oh dang, I thought she was gonna get the final hit on that. Really? That one didn't kill? Okay. But now granted, it happens when you do like the murder run. But you can like basically kill all the creatures in Undertale. So you have no more random encounters. Ah, dear God. It was a nice little touch because then it actually feels like you're actually, you know, it's not like a regular RPG where it just keeps sending, you know, creatures after, you know, more and more creatures after you. It's actually, you know, it's actually, you know, feels like you're actually doing something in the world. You know, like obviously like in like Pokemon, you're not gonna, you know, if you defeat all the, you know, if you kill like 50 Caterpies, it's not gonna be, you know, Caterpies are not gonna stop showing up. They're gonna keep showing up. Overworld sprite for my guys. Oh, that's right. It doesn't cure poison. What am I doing? Which I think is dumb. The N does not cure poison. I think in the later, I'm pretty sure in the later Final Fantasy games it does. Nose. Ah, dang it. I hate the menu for this. Okay, I got 16 of them. That should be plenty. I don't get poisoned often, thankfully. Damn nose. I apologize. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to double down on the vitamin C. Yeah. Okay, I got 2 characters left. I need to get to level 15. Damn nose. But VB's leveled up enough he can learn Warp, which I might get that just so that I can get out of dungeons quicker. Though that uses up a spell slot, unfortunately. Wonder. I mean, that I guess on the thing of like collecting like Pokemon cards, if money was not a object, Mewtwo would definitely be one of the ones I would go after. Because Mewtwo is such a cool Pokemon and makes for really cool, card art. Obviously, I'd get Venusaur. Oh, Mew probably as well. Sylveon, Vaporeon. I mean, I would get all the ones on my favorites, obviously. That's basically what it would be. God, he cannot break 200. Everyone else can. Okay, that might be enough to just, I might have overdone it. What I might have to do is I might just have to use Garnet to fight, or not fight, Jesus. Put, is it invisible or fog? I never can remember which one it is. Just to keep them from getting... People just... Okay, there's Zell. Okay, so Garnet is not far behind. Yeah, we'll just use one because... I'll just do it because I just don't want to have to go all the way back. I've got plenty of money, I can get more. Oops. Dang it, Jesus. There we go. I don't know who else I would want to collect. Let's try ice. I think ice works better because they're technically a bug, I guess. Huh? Eh, not really. Not much better. But yeah, before I go to the Ice Cave, I want to look at spells I can get first. And then we'll go... Ah, okay, good. Awesome. I don't think I can get any spells yet. Or, and I don't think I can... I think at least level 6 or level 7 spells here. We're about to find out. White magic. So her. Level 6. Can she learn level 6? I forgot to look. Nope. Damn. Oh, I won't. Yeah. I can only learn at the level 5. Poop. Poop, I say. So probably have to be level 16, I'm assuming. Let me look. Yeah. Oh. Well, okay, hold on a sec here. Yeah, it's level 16. Okay. Bama poop. Ah. Okay, well, I could grind to level 16, but I don't think I'm gonna worry about that. But I do need to. I'm gonna grab. What does he have for spells? Does he have a? Because it's level 5, so he gets 3 spell slots. What's all available for level 5? I got fire. I got bane. Well, I can get, so there's, probably you won't use slow. I might get Bane. What about, White Mage? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, where do I need to go? It's a Melmod. Okay, so I need to travel to Melmod to get level 5 spells. Which is all the way on the other side of the world. Okay. I wonder, can I sail? Let's see. I wonder if it'll let me loop. Because that would be really nice if it lets me loop. Damn nose. I apologize. Now, we're just gonna go. Fuck it. Because in that way I don't have to... Oh, come on, I'm right by the freaking boat. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it lets me loop. Okay, so I just need to go down and then up. Alright. Awesome. That's the one pirate. What is he on? Like a freaking like little rowboat out in the middle of the ocean, and it's just like, "Arr, I'm gonna try to steal their boat." I got measly 15 points of experience for just destroying that freaking pirate. Anyway. God. Okay, well I have plenty of months, so... So probably... So I can only get 3. And I can't change them out. How about Cure 3? However, due to a bug, Heal 2 is as good on per character basis as Cure 3 in general. Okay, well that makes my decision real easy. So we're gonna learn Life, Harm 3, and Heal. All right. Bam. All right. Okay, let's go to Black Magic. I think I'm just going to get Fire, Bane, and Warp. Because, you know, why not? I know the guide says, like, by the time you can learn this spell, you can get, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Did I already pick it? Oh, okay. You can get Exit, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? It's, one's a level 5 spell, one's a level 6 spell, and... What? What do you mean I can't learn that one? What? I have the money. Why can't I Hold on. Oh, because it's a freaking... Okay, that's why I was saying that. Ah, poop. That's why. Well, that's why I was saying that by the time you can learn it, because he's not a black wizard, he's a black mage. He can't do it. Yeah, poop. Well, I mean, what else do we have? He's got spell slot available for all these other ones. What's a good level 2 spell? Because I have Dark, I have Ice. Okay, well that one doesn't work, that's the reason why. Level 3, Hold Lightning 2. Well, we'll just hold off on it, I guess, until Alright, well, what time is it? Well, let's just, I guess let's just get started on it. We'll save and then hop on the boat and go towards the ice cave. I'm glad I can just sail around it loops. I'm so glad that they did that. I mean, it makes sense because you're on a globe, so why wouldn't you be able to do that? Oh, I should have bought. Well, I can do it when I go. Yeah, I wonder which one would be closer. No, they're about the same. Well, so there's a town that I can get to. We're just gonna punch the shit out of these guys. I say punch the shit out, we're just gonna murder these guys. He's gonna punch the shit out of these guys. Bam. A measly 30 pieces. 30, Yeah, I think I'll take the port that's north. Because then it's like, right by the, I mean, I guess I could fight these guys, but it's not worth the time. Okay, so yeah, so there's actually a northern port. I just kind of have to sail up and around. Oops. Ah! Ow, he did one whole damage on me. But, yeah, I think it's also wanting me to be level 16 anyway, for the upgrades anyway. Okay, so the cool thing is now since I'm up here, I can go to one of the earlier. I'm just gonna buy some tents, cause why not? Yeah, we'll fight them. I'll just use Oh, nice. Okay. Because I can just use the inn, and the inn's real cheap. So... Plus, these guys just give me a lot of money, and they're not hard to take down, so... I mean, they gave me 690 gold right there, so... Yeah, I can go to this little town that's up here. That used to be where the ship was at, and bam! I gotta figure out where... Okay. I gotta figure out where everything's at. Okay, the inn is straight up there. Where's the, There it is. Okay. I was just gonna buy some tents, because I don't... Just so I can save. And they're not going to give me a whole lot of, I gotta see how many... Obviously, I'm gonna get as many freaking heals as I can. I need 20 of them. Or, I guess 29, because I don't think it goes above 99. Button mash away! All the heals, god damn it. And plus, once I get high enough level, I might just go around to the other dungeons. I kind of sped through and just murder everything. Okay, where am I at? Oh, almost. Okay, let's just get 2 more. Okay, well, let me buy more. Okay, it will actually stop me. Okay. I was like, I thought the game, because I was button mashed the entire time, and I thought it let you buy them even though you exceeded your amount. Damn, this inn's really fucking cheap. Anyway. I also like that they added like a little run function in the PSP version, which makes it a whole lot easier to get around. Oh. One of them ran away. Alright. Yeah, see, my boat's up there. So... But the nice thing is I can go through here. I don't have time for this shit. That's another reason why I got the tents, because I can just spam through those until I get enough health. Get the other map. Okay. Yeah, see, I can go down here. And bam, I can immediately get there. Jesus, okay, now everything's trying to freaking fight me. Stupid fish. Okay, so... I need to go that way and then up and to the right. And let's see, keep going straight. Ow. Ow. I don't have time for this shit. Fine, it's just one of them. Let's just murderize this thing. And now it's dead. Let's see how much time it is. Oh my god. Okay, no, we don't want to fight the Magikarps. Dang it. There we go. Okay, let's see. How much does a tint heal me for? Okay, not too bad. We'll do another tint. Okay, we saved. And that's probably a good spot to stop it at, so that way we can just immediately go back in and go to the ice cave and hopefully not die a horrible death. So, like I said, unfortunately this was a grinding episode because it had to be done, unfortunately. So, I mean, what does this do? Okay, well, at least now I know I can, because, let's see, so, well, so it's exits, let me look at this. Yeah, exits a white wizard thing, so I can't, the funny thing is like, it talks about warp and like for the, okay, never mind, it's not for what I was thinking it was for, never mind. But yeah, now I see why they were saying what it was. I don't know, I'm just looking at the spells and stuff. Maybe I should get, well, I don't have enough spell slots. I've already used all of them. Yeah, poop. Okay, well anyway, I'm just looking at spells that are available for my characters I have in this game. So anyway, so yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in and watching tonight. Hopefully you tune in Friday night for the Singularity. Rob is running a one-shot Friday night, so you should tune in right here on twitch.tv/PotatoPlaceGaming to watch it there, as well as youtube.com/@PotatoPlaceGaming, so you can catch us live and interact and donate to Extra Life, because I believe the Singularity donation incentives are still valid for that. So, so yeah. Hopefully raise a bunch of money for Extra Life as well this Friday, so it'll be awesome that we can push it past our current amount that we have right now, which is $355 out of $3,200 raised for Extra Life. So yeah, a big chunk of that is thanks to Como, Columbia, Missouri's Retro Game Convention. So thank you very much for that. Plus, we're going to be there. We'll have a booth there. We're running a couple of tournaments. We're running Super Smash Bros. 64 and Mario Kart 64 on Saturday. It'll be April 18th. It's a one-day event, and so we'll run one event after the other. I'm not running them at the same time, but you should come out and check it out so that you can say, "Oh, hey, how's it going, people?" And, you know, possibly play some video games. We'll probably have some free play stuff there as well. So, as far as more recent stuff going on, we'll be at the Topeka Zoo for I believe it's called Zooverse. Where we'll have a couple things. Nikki's going to be one of the judges for the cosplay stuff, the cosplay competition, and we'll also have a booth for Potato Place Gaming. So basically, we'll have Potato Place Cosplay and Potato Place Gaming both represented this not this Saturday, but next Saturday, March 7th. So you should come out and say hi, dress up in your favorite cosplay, and we'll and have some fun. I mean, I'll have some stuff for free play that we can play that for video game wise. I haven't decided what all stuff I'm probably going to bring. Just probably bring one new thing, one old thing, depending on what all we have load-in wise we can do. So, yeah. That's one event that we're going to be at and actually have a booth and stuff at. Also, we will be at Planet Comic Con wandering around. We'll be there all 3 days wandering around doing stuff. We don't have a booth for that because it's really expensive. Maybe one of these years we'll get invited and actually be like on a panel or something, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully that'll happen eventually at some point for Planet Comic Con. But Saturday we'll be all dressed up in our cosplay stuff. So, yeah, if you see us, you should be able to pick us out where we're at. So there'll be 4 of us all dressed up, and we'll let you find out what all we're dressed up as. I mean, you can probably guess 2 of them probably if you follow the Potato Place cosplay. On the TikTok thing. So, let's see, what else? I'm trying to think. But yeah, we'll be there all 3 days, so you should come out if you see us and say hi. I'm gonna be getting me a couple autographs for a couple things that day as well. So, and that's I don't remember what the day. It's at the end of March, Planet Comic Con. So, but yeah, and of course April we'll be at Como. Let's see. What else is there? Check out PotatoPlaceGaming.com. That's where our links to our socials are, and a lovely merch store where you can buy all the cool stuff. Which 10% of the profits from our store go to Extra Life as well. Be sure to follow us on Potato Place Cosplay on TikTok, because like I said, that is Nikki's baby. She is doing a lot of work to get that off the ground and going, so you should follow that to get all the cool cosplay stuff that we were doing. So, and all the memes. We have a bunch of meme stuff that we're going to be doing. We have a list of stuff that we're going to try to do. So, and we'll get that put up on the TikTok as well, which will also be obviously cross-posted to like Instagram and Facebook Reels and stuff like that. So, if you have Amazon Prime, you already get 1 free Twitch subscription per month through anyone on Twitch. It'd be much appreciated if you use it on us, because it helps us make money to make a better production for you all to enjoy and all do a bunch of cool stuff. So, also if people want to sponsor us, we'll take a sponsorship. Personally, I like to get sponsored by Raising Cane's because I like their chicken fingers, and God, that'd be horrible for my diet, but I'd probably gain all the weight that I've lost. But I'll eat Raising Cane's. Anyway. Which I have not tried the new Raising Cane's restaurant in town. I really want to, but they're always freaking busy, and it's like usually the time that I can go do it, I drive by there and they have like there's still a lot of people just in the drive-thru, and it's like I guess I could go inside and get food too, but I want to get the food and eat it at home. So, yeah, get the Caniac combo, no slaw, extra toast. Yeah. So, anyway. Maybe not extra toast. What did I usually get with the Caniac combo? I usually don't get coleslaw because I'm not a big fan of coleslaw. Mainly, I think reason what ruined me coleslaw is Long John Silver's, and just anytime I have coleslaw, I just don't like the taste of it. It's like, to me, it kind of tastes like it's this real overly sweetened, overly dressed salad dressing in a salad. That's what it tastes like to me. Like, if they could take the sweetness out of it and reduce the amount of dressing that's in it, which then if that's the case, then I'm just eating a fucking salad. But I would eat coleslaw more often, but it's just I'm not a big coleslaw person. Same thing with grits. Like, I don't get the appeal of grits. Like, I get back in the day, it was kind of one of those things like, you know, it was all you could afford to get because it was cheap and easy to make. But anybody who asks for grits, why? Why would you want grits? You could just get mashed potatoes and it's way better. I don't know. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. That's what I'm going to end this stream on. Mashed potatoes are better than grits, and grits are just, why would you ever order grits? So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Like I said, be sure to tune in Friday night for the Singularity. I'm not sure what the story is and what system he's playing. I'm assuming it's still D&D. I believe it is D&D, but I think it's the new 5e, the new rule set, I think, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. So anyway, bye!